It's been almost 3 months exactly since Central New York lost two heroes, Syracuse police officer Michael Jensen and Onondaga County Sheriff's Lieutenant Michael Husak Hooch. Their families will be part of a special day at historic NBT Bank Stadium on Sunday. And joining us now, Syracuse Mets GM Jason Smorol. Jason, you know it's always good to see you, but really appreciate having you here to talk about this event on Sunday.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
So Sunday is First Responders Day. You've done this kind of thing before, but really the perfect chance, obviously, now to pay tribute to those two heroes and most especially, obviously, their families who will be there.
Yeah, it's it's something we do every year, and this year just kind of felt right. You know, there are 2-3 months since it happened, and it's important to keep their names alive and their memories alive, and we have a specific connection to Hooch. He came to Mets games, and with his family and his kids and then all of his friends who were first responders. So it fits in, and it's going to be a really nice day.
What do you have planned with them? Like, well, how will they be involved? Because you've got other things that we'll talk about in a minute to also represent other first responders as well, but specifically with their families.
We really wanted to invite the Jensen family and the Husak family out just for a celebration, a celebration of life, to have them, give them a day, put them up in a suite, bring their kids out onto the field. So Husak's kids are going to be the play ball kids and the honorary captains, and Officer Jensen doesn't have any young kids in his family, but his parents are going to be out there, his aunts, his uncles are going to be there. So a day for them just to kind of have for themselves, and just for us to be able to keep their memories alive. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and there's also, this community has been so great, as we know, as far as fundraising for these two families, and you have a fundraising component too that people can help out as well.
Yes.
Explain what's going on there.
Yeah, we made a FIVO ticket link is what we call it. It's a company called FIVO that sends these out, and then we're pushing that out on our social media and on our website, and we've given it to the different agencies, the Sheriff's Department, the SPD. They're pushing it out as well, and anybody that wants to share, that's great. And every ticket purchased through that site, $5 is going to go back to the Husak and Jensen families through that GoFundMe site. Gotcha. The more tickets we can sell, the more way we can support them and come out there and just show them love by being there in person, and a couple of dollars will go back to the families and add to that total that's been carrying on.
Obviously, they're the focus, but as we mentioned, it's First Responders Day. It's a time to recognize, really the tremendous sacrifice that our first responders across the board do for us on a day in, day out basis. What do you have planned for them? Who all will be there? Who's invited? Who do you expect?
So every agency, every day, is out there in our community doing that for us. So we work really closely with the Onondaga County Volunteer Firefighters Association. So we're going to have a bunch of fire trucks out in the parking lot. We're going to have a bunch of vehicles from the Sheriff's Department, from the SPD, from Syracuse Fire Department. Engine 2 is going to come over. There's a little bit of community engagement with those agencies. They have some other things going on that same day as well. And then we're going to go out on the field, and we'll have a nice pregame ceremony. Moyers Corners Fire Department, which was where Husak was a member of, and his bomb squad are going to hold the big American flag. We have color guards from each agency that'll be out there. County Executive Ryan McMahon is going to say a few words. Mayor Walsh is going to say a few words. So we have different members of law enforcement involved with the national anthem, and it's just going to be a big day that we can get out there and say thank you to these first responders.
Obviously, maybe time for one more question. Obviously, a little bit more emotional maybe than usual on First Responders Day. Can you even kind of formalize in your head a little bit what it might be like for your club, also all the first responders, the two families that are going to be there?
I think that this day is the last thing these guys, men and women, want is recognition. Yeah. They just do this because they're selfless. Yeah. But I think it's important for us in the community to say thank you. And I know that members of our team, our manager Dick Scott, our bench coach JB, RNC, are big supporters of first responders and military. So they already know that it's coming, so they're excited about it. So we just think it's important to have the mayor, the county executive, people out there saying thank you for what you do for us.
Just give us one more reminder. First pitch is when, gates open. Give us those particulars.
It's Sundays, the 14th. Gates open at noon. First pitch is at 1:05. The kids eat free. They run the bases. It's going to be an amazing day.
Should be great. Jason, always love to have you in here. Thanks so much, and good luck with everything on Sunday.
Thank you.